I felt like an apprenticeship was the best option for me because I thought if I went to university, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and that would have turned out being a bit of a waste of time and money. I didn't want to get into debt, and I wanted to start earning really as soon as I could. But everywhere needed experience, so going to 3aaa was getting experience and getting paid at the same time, and also gaining a qualification, which was sort of like a double bonus really. Yeah, and I was really surprised at the pace that everything happened, because I sort of found the apprenticeship, applied, and was sort of in there the next day, and they said there's a vacancy, and then within a week I had an interview and then had the job sort of in the same week as well. So I was really shocked, but it was brilliant to be able to do that. I was seeing all my friends go off to university and didn't feel I was missing out, but also was very unsure of what to do. But I knew they were going to get into debt, and even as I've progressed through the apprenticeship, they're all sort of complaining about being in debt and being hard up with no money, and I'm feeling quite good because I'm actually saving at the same time. For me, it was the best way in because I didn't want to make the commitment to university, and if you want to get into a job, everywhere now needs experience. Even if you've got a degree, you need experience. So why would you go through all the education trying to learn with no experience when you can learn and get the experience at the same time, and ultimately end up in a higher position at the end of, say, 3 years, when you would have come out of university in 3 years and need to start from the bottom again. Everything is different every day. Because I do social media management, I'm always sort of looking at what random things are going on around that we can make into something. I think the good thing with working for us is that we can be a bit more creative, a bit more wacky with what we're doing. So that's been really fun to sort of experiment with what we can do and how far we can push everything. So we've had paper plane competitions, we've brought everyone's dogs into work, we did like cream teas with dogs, loads of things like that, that I was really impressed that like I could put up an idea and it'd actually be taken on and we'd actually follow it through and do it, which I wasn't expecting at all. And the training opportunities here are really good. I wouldn't have expected to have the support. I've done animation training, I've had support with Photoshop and InDesign and everything Adobe based, or any support that you need, they've really helped. Yeah, I think the academy going in there was a really good base to start with, so it gave me the basic knowledge, because I didn't know anything when I started really. I had an interest in marketing and advertising, but I didn't know anything about it, so going to the academy helped sort of even learn all the jargon bits. Like I didn't know what SEO was when I first started and things like that. So getting started with the agency really helped, and then coming into work you sort of get a bit, you can get with the flow a bit better and start to pick up things faster, I think, with that base knowledge. So it really helped. I think I've become a lot more confident in myself and what I can do. I'm very aware of what I need to do and how things should be done. I think that was one of the things that I really learnt throughout the apprenticeship, is how to communicate with clients and to keep up a relationship with them as well. So now I'm doing that completely on my own. I have clients that are just mine for social media, and I'm going to continue developing. I'm going to start I've taken part in some social media training that I'm going to start doing more of, and taking on more clients. So going with 3aaa's and One2Create has helped prepare me for work and actually get me into work. It's a bit of a longer way of explaining it, but I think I have a job now, and I wouldn't have had that if I hadn't gone with the agency. and I wouldn't have had such a good job as well, and had the responsibility that I do.